some residents in the area of Hammanskraal, this is north of Pretoria, they are still without clean drinking water, despite the completion of the first phase of the Klipdrift water plant project. The area has been battling water problems for decades, with over 20 people dying due to a cholera outbreak. You'll remember that back in 2023. Zola Sholwana was today watching the space in Hammanskraal. She's in studio to talk to us about what she observed today. Zola, good afternoon to you. Some people have been waiting for 30 years to be connected to piped water in Hammanskraal. Let's start with those areas that have received water. At least that's a bit of good news.
Well, yes, indeed, Xoli. You'd remember that the deadline for the first phase of the Klipdrift package was set for October, and the city was able to meet that. Some residents had a great Christmas, if I had to say, because they had access to clean drinking water. In fact, one of the residents was even bragging about it this morning, saying that I'll show you a glass of water and how clean it is, because in the past 20 years, they have not seen that. They have not seen, clean drinking water come out of their taps. So certain wards in Hammanskraal do have access to safe drinking water. You'd understand that the past few weeks, the city has been testing the water, and they had warned residents not to use it for drinking. But from today, in fact, I'm told that for the past 3 days, some of them have been using the water as it is deemed safe for consumption. Hence, the mayor as well was supposed to go there earlier on to actually show residents that the water is safe for drinking. But with the councillor that I met earlier on, actually drank the water as well.
But there are areas of concern still, areas where residents are very unhappy, and I suppose this also is being viewed with suspicion by those who were watching the mayor, and suddenly she does not show up at one of these areas. What's the explanation for why the mayor did not turn up today?
Well, we did not receive an explanation or a detailed one from the city of Tshwane. What we know is that the visit was postponed, perhaps to a later date. But what I can tell you, Xoli, in areas like Themba, in the Hammanskraal, there's still a lot of frustration on the ground. And you can imagine, I mean, some of these residents were told that by October 2024, they will have access to water. Now, the new set deadline is June 2025. And one of the residents actually said that the previous mayors that have come have also had different deadlines, and they've made a series of promises that they did not manage to meet. So they don't have hope that they will have access to drinking water. And the situation is really dire on the ground, because you are talking about the elderly that have to buy bottled water every day. And I'm told that the water in Themba is so bad that they can't even use it to wash their white clothing. One would have thought that they don't use this water for consumption and also cooking, but it's so bad that they don't even use it to water their plants. So they just have taps with basically water that they can't use for anything. So when it's raining, it's a good season for them, because it means now they'll start storing water. They can
harvest that rainwater.
Harvest the rainwater. And they actually feel like rainwater is more cleaner and safer to drink than the water that's coming out of their taps.
Yeah, Zola Sholwana, thank you very much for the time being. It's a story that I'm sure you'll continue to monitor.